It is stage 6, day 7 of the Jungle Marathon. About 40 minutes into the final stage, approximately 30 kilometres. Then, as with every stage on this race, no one knows exactly how far it is. But today's all on the beach, which is nice. Well, nice at the moment because it's not too hot. So, first checkpoint is 9 kilometres away. Want to get there, freshen up, might even have a quick dip to cool down, and then crack on. So, 20 to 8 now. Hopefully I'll be done by before 2. But it really depends on how the heat affects me. Got off to a relatively good start considering the state of my feet and ankles and the back of my knee. But I always seem to start too well and then buckle up as the day progresses, but we'll see how things go. A few more people dropped out last night. Some of the people that came in after me absolutely in bits, the guys that have been kept in the jungle, but some people have carried on. Some people just know when to stop, which is fair play to them, because they pushed themselves too hard. I don't think I had pushed myself too hard, but the objective wasn't to kill myself, so I think, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's local. Replica of Scotland training. Last checkpoint just crossed. 9k to go. Midday sun's out, burning like a bastard. So probably going to be 2 hours to the finish, but no hurry. I've done the worst of it, I think. Well, the next 2 hours is probably going to be the worst of it, but we'll keep going. 20 past midday, probably about half an hour from the finish. On an adventure. Started coming to an end, really. In a weird, masochistic kind of way. Not going to miss any of the actual trekking, pain, insects, hammock, food, heat, sleepless nights, and this feeling of delirium seems to be constant when I get to this point in the day. But on reflection, I wasn't really fit enough to do it. I've done it, finished it, but anybody seriously considers doing this, is prepared for the worst, because it is quite honestly the worst thing I've ever done. You kind of get taken to places you never think you would in terms of your mind and your head, and you know, it's a cliche, but you've just got to dig deep, and I've never had to do that so much, and it's exhausting. And because I'm slow compared to some of the others, I don't have that much recovery time in the camp. I don't get to mingle as much, which has been a bit disappointing. But I met some nice people, and I'm waffling now, so I better finish.